Today on Divorce Court.
I want to better my relationship, and I don't want to be second best anymore to Chris's restaurant.
How am I obsessed about my restaurant? It's a regular job. Something that she doesn't understand.
Chris definitely thinks that my social media marketing business is a joke.
I wouldn't call it a career. I mean, all she does is post boob shots online.
Social media is just a business. It has nothing to do with my actual life.
She acts single. It's like dating a webcam girl.
Chris, I need you to value me in order to make this work.
Divorce Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toller presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Sonny Diab and Chris Dilan. The two of you have been together for 2 years, but it is not working out. I think it's business. I think it's social media. I think it's a lot of things. Ms. Diab, why don't you tell me why you think you're here?
Your Honor, I am here today because I am trying to save my relationship, and in order for us to move forward and move in together, we have a lot of things that we need to work on. For example, Chris is a new restaurant owner, and since he's opened the restaurant, I feel like he's completely neglected me. He has absolutely no time for me. The restaurant is number one. I'm on the back burner, and there is nothing that will get his mind off of the restaurant. When he comes home, it's the restaurant. When he's leaving, it's the restaurant. And I understand that it's his passion and I need to support that. But for me being the woman in his life, I still feel like I deserve the time that he should spend with me. And I mean, he will spend hours on end playing video games and on his phone. And I feel like
I was on your side till we got there. And then the video games, we were in a little bit of trouble. How much time does he spend on any given day? That wasn't you 35, right?
35, but I mean, she's asleep when I play the games, so it wouldn't really matter.
How many hours a day does he spend playing video games?
So, in his defense, he really doesn't spend that many hours playing video games because I did make a rule that he really can't play video games when we're together because I just...
You let her make a rule for you?
I compromise. What can I say?
Well, what was the rule? Tell me what the...
When we're together, we cannot be on our phones or playing video games. He has to do that at his own time. But I have woken up in the middle of the night, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, to catch him playing video games.
Is that not his own time, though? When you're asleep, isn't that his time?
Yes, Your Honor, it is his own.
Oh, Ms. D, I see the problem right here already. I don't even know if I need to talk to you, but I will.
Probably don't.
Ms. Dillon, what do you think the difficulty in this relationship is?
I mean, pretty much is her relationship with social media. Like, she's constantly on there. Supposedly that's her job. Honestly,
It is my job.
Supposedly.
It's not a real job.
Supposedly. Wait, well, hang on. 10 years ago, I might have agreed with you. But I know people make a lot of money on social media. Is she making money?
I mean, she's got him paid in boob glitter and like other like sponsorships.
Pardon me?
Boob glitter.
Boob glitter?
Oh yes, boob glitter.
Do you sell boob glitter?
I am sponsored by a
boob glitter company?
Intimacy glitter company, yes.
So what wait, you put glitter on your boobs and take a picture?
Kind of like that, Your Honor, yes.
How much does boob glitter modeling pay?
$200 a month.
$200 a month?
Yes.
That's not much glitter.
It's not, but I also make a lot of money doing social media marketing, and that's probably the reason why they sponsored me in the first place. And I really don't have to really do anything for them except for promote them on my social media.
How much money do you make a month with your social media activities?
A little over $2,000 a month.
That's a real job. Over $2,000 a month is a real job. Do you see
I mean,
that?
I've never seen her pay for anything in her life, so I mean, I don't know where it's a real job.
So she may have a real job, but she's keeping all the real money from that real job.
Well, I mean, unless the U.S. government started recognizing boob glitter as like a currency, then I don't know how she pays for stuff. So,
Well, how do I pay for stuff if you don't pay for any of my stuff?
I mean, unless, use a boob glitter to, go on stage, Sonny, go to the stage. I mean, there's no reason to have that.
Okay, enough with the boob glitter. Mr. Dilan, I want to talk to you about your restaurant. I understand completely when you are an owner and an entrepreneur, that is a 24-hour-a-day job, 7 days a week. That's just what that is. But she says you you hang out at the restaurant even when you don't need to be there. Is that accurate, or are you simply doing that which needs to be done?
I do, I do what I have to do. I love my restaurant. It's something I've always dreamed about. So me popping in time to time, it's, it's part of, owning your own business and, being dedicated to it. It's like I said, since she doesn't have her supposed real job, she quite doesn't understand that.
You don't support her though, do you?
Absolutely not. He does not support me.
She's got to have some kind of job. If you're not supporting her, she's got to be making money from somewhere.
I don't know where she's making her money at the end of the day.
Do you suspect
I don't understand the social media thing. Like I said, posting your boobs online and showing selfies and thinking about, hey, I love how I saw that little puppy walking down the street makes no sense to me. I'm sorry.
20 years ago, if you told the world the Kardashians would make what they make doing what they're doing, everybody would have said, nah. But it obviously can be very lucrative.
I mean, she thinks she's a Kardashian, but she's not. That's the whole thing. Oh. I'm not being rude, but it's...
Well, what are you mad about?
She puts every little thing online.
Does she put you online?
Oh, no, she doesn't at all. Trust me. I mean, she did a show. She has a radio show, which is one of her supposed jobs. And one of the radio...
You need to quit that supposed job. That this woman is making enough money in order to support herself, and you're not supporting her.
Well,
she's got a job.
Your Honor,
whether or not you understand it or don't understand it, the woman got a job. You can't belittle her because you just don't understand how it works. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that.
You get what I'm saying?
No,
Other than that, what's bothering you?
On her podcast, it was Win a Date with Sonny. How's that supposed to make me
Well,
feel?
now, that would be a little frustrating for your man, Win a Date with Sonny. Do you have Win a Date with Sonny on your podcast?
Yes, we did do that, Your Honor, and it wasn't my idea, but we thought it would be good for ratings, and in my defense, I honestly thought that we were broken up for good.
You were on a break? Or you thought you were on a break? Or you just said you were on a break so you could do the spot?
She's on a break when it's convenient to her, Your Honor.
Yeah, I read that on her face. I got that part. So now that we're there, you believe that she lives her life as if she was a single person. And I want you to explain to me what she is and is not doing. Tell me about the lies you've caught him in.
He one time said that he was going to the gas station to go pick up a soda, and he went out to a karaoke bar, stayed out until 3 in the morning, and was posting pictures on social media of him getting drunk with his friends.
Can you list for me the ways in which you say she behaves as a single woman?
I mean, I can't list it, but I can show you pictures.
Oh, well, there you go.
Like I
That's
said,
pretty good.
A picture says a million
That's
words.
pretty good.
Do those pictures look like the behavior of a single woman right there?
Right. We have a lot going on, but I don't think Jay-Z ever gets mad at Beyonce.
And once again, yes, if she was at the level of Beyonce, but I think she's chasing something that's not there.
I got you. Miss Diab, tell me about Betty, Hurricane Betty.
Okay, so Hurricane Betty was a woman that I met during Hurricane Harvey relief. That's actually how me and Chris got close and started dating. Now, she is a very...
So you went down there to help with the relief efforts after Hurricane Harvey?
Yes.
Good for both of you.
Yes.
A lot of people don't just get up, walk away, and do that kind of thing. I appreciate that. Go ahead.
So that's actually one of the reasons why I fell in love with him, was because I saw how selfless he was. And we kind of just came together to help our city. But Betty was there the entire time. And every time we fight, Chris runs to Betty. And I honestly feel like it's more than a friendship. I feel like they have something going on. When you're around them, you can kind of sense that there's something going on. Like there's like a twinkle in his eye. And, I can tell when he's texting her because he's smiling and, giggling and just looking at his phone and in awe. And I just feel like she 100% is a hurdle in our relationship. And I actually like her. I really do.
Have you ever caught him doing anything illicit? Have you caught a bad text message? Have you?
No, I've never caught anything that raises any red flags, but it's just how it makes me feel. And it's honestly just his behavior, especially when we have issues in our relationship, he runs to her.
You say that you've caught him in some lies, though.
Yes, I've caught him in lies.
Tell me about the lies you've caught him in.
He one time said that he was going to the gas station to go pick up a soda, and he went out to a karaoke bar, stayed out until 3 in the morning, and was posting pictures on social media of him getting drunk with his friends.
Did you go out to get a soda and end up drunk?
I got called for a friend's birthday. I wasn't drunk. I mean, unless you have a magical picture in that folder. You know, I went and hung out for a little bit. I was back. I fell asleep when I went and hung out back at the house. I crashed till about 3 and I came back home. Because I work.
Where did you go to sleep?
Oh, at my friend's house. Once I dropped him off because he had been drinking too much, so I drove him back to his house.
And that was that.
I mean,
Is that the only lie you caught him in?
No, that's not the only lie I've caught him in. We got in a fight, and I went to Austin to work, and he said that he was busy working, that he couldn't hang out with me, that he didn't have time to teach me how to cook and how to fillet a fish. And he was posting pictures of him. Actually, he wasn't posting pictures. Someone else was posting pictures, and they tagged him in it, of him doing yoga with a sexy, skinny blonde.
Okay. Well, now, next thing I'm going to do, I see what the problems are. I can't figure out why you guys are together at all. So, next thing I'm going to do is figure that out.
She yelled at me for using her Alexa, and she was in another room.
Did you yell at him for using your Alexa?
He played a song that I really, really can't stand, and he knows I can't stand that
You were
song.
watching Housewives in the other room. It doesn't matter.
Miss Diab, what are you fighting to save?
Honestly, I know that he is a good person, and I see his passion and I see his heart. I feel like I'm so comfortable with him, and I'm honestly scared to let him go because I don't want to be by myself. And if I'm going to be with somebody, it might as well be Chris because I actually enjoy his company.
I would ask you, what are you fighting to save? But I'm going to ask you the question before that, which is, are you fighting to save this?
I'm honestly not. I just can't. I can't do it anymore. I don't have the patience. She's pretty much selling you something right now. She's being a snake oil salesman right now. This isn't really her. She's a totally different person.
Give me a description of who she really is.
I mean, like I said, I showed you the pictures before. When I'm not there, she's a totally different girl. And like, for example, at home, what's mine is hers and what's hers is hers. This whole persona she has right now, being calm, collective, is non-existent. I mean, I'll give you an example right now. Like, she yelled at me for using her Alexa, and she was in another room.
Did you yell at him for using your Alexa?
He played a song that I really, really can't stand, and he knows I can't stand that
You were
song.
watching Housewives in the other room. It doesn't matter. And the door was closed.
Could you hear the song?
Yeah, I could hear the song. It was obnoxiously loud. And I felt like he was playing that song on purpose just to piss me off.
Why would you believe he would do something like that?
Because that's how he is, Your Honor.
Well, give me some examples of things he does just to upset you.
So he refuses to eat my cooking, but he also refuses to cook at home. And he's obsessed with cooking. Cooking is his passion. He opened a restaurant. He cooks all day at work, but he does not want to come home and cook with me or cook for me, and he won't eat my cooking.
I spend all day judging. I judge. When I go home, I don't want to judge because that's my job. He's off the clock. Why should he cook for you? Okay, he doesn't want to cook for you. He won't eat your cooking, but he's not making you cook for him. So what's the problem?
I mean, how are we supposed to eat if...
You cook your own food. Am I missing something? Did you play the song on Alexa to bother her?
It was a random song that came up. I don't know. She even disliked this song. I mean, I didn't even remember what the song was at this point.
Because you literally never pay attention, and every time that song comes on the radio, I literally said, I hate this song, I can't stand this song, and if you paid attention, you would actually know that I hated the song.
I still don't know what the song is. So, I don't know what you're bringing up about the song. It has more to do with the song. She's, like I said, she's overpossessive and stuff. She got mad at me because I ate one of her popsicles one day.
Did you get mad because he ate one of your popsicles?
Yes, because I had slaved all day over a dinner that I was really trying to impress him with, and then he came home and ate a popsicle. So yes, I got mad that he ate a popsicle.
You made stovetop stuffers. How'd you slave over that?
Is that what you made?
I'm sorry, I'm not a 5-star chef like you are.
You know, I can do that. You know, and I'm the worst cook in the world. And you didn't slave, because I know, because I've used it. Water, stir, microwave, it's over. I got a few things I need to say. Divorce Court will be right back. The most telling thing that has been said throughout this proceedings was, if I am going to be with someone, it might as well be him. If that is not an incantation for, I don't want to be alone, but I don't really like him, that's what that is. He annoys you, you're bothered with how much he works, and I gotta say, you're easily annoyed. My man plays video games while you're asleep, and you believe because you woke up that somehow he's impinging on your time with his video game. If he's waiting till you go to sleep to play video games, that's very considerate. I see no love here. I know he's a good person. I'm scared to let him go, but everything he does irritates you, and personally, everything you do irritates him. He irritating me, and I only been out here with you 10 minutes. Mr. Dilan, I think you ought to be a good dude and walk off.
I agree.
In the first part of a relationship, in a couple years, you ought to be in love with each other and enjoy each other. There might be small irritations here and there, but there should be some genuine feeling of kindness. But it seems to me that the two of you simply aren't on the same page. Ain't nothing wrong with being alone. Don't worry about it. Don't fear it. Alone between 23 and 27, I ain't had nobody ever, not at all. You know what I mean? And I was having a good time. Don't be afraid to be alone. And I think you're irritated and irritable because you're not really feeling him like that. He's what you got, and you don't want to let it go because you're afraid you might not get anything else. Whoa, is that a sad way to be? Mr. Dilan, women have a hard time walking off of a relationship. I don't know what's wrong with us. I don't know what the problem is, but we have trouble walking off. Y'all don't seem to have that problem. So I would ask you to do exactly that. This matter is adjourned.
Judge Lynn said pretty much this is over. How do you feel about that? What's your reaction?
Honestly, it was kind of a rude awakening that I really needed to hear. And she's right. I was holding on to something just because I really didn't want to be alone.
So what's next for you?
I mean, I'll just keep on swiping right.